What's up guys, Austin back with Frag Foundry. I got another review for you guys today. This time we are going to be talking about SpiceBomb. SpiceBomb is a very popular spicy winter fall fresh fragrance from Viktor Rolf. This one came out in 2012 and it has had many flankers come after it. Let's go ahead and talk about the appearance of the bottle. And as you can see, SpiceBomb is a very grenade styled fragrance. It actually has a little charm or like a collar here that you're supposed to pull off like a grenade when you want to use the fragrance. It doesn't have like a cap, but that prevents it from pushing down. The liquid is pretty clear inside of itself. It's got a clear glass bottle, again styled like a grenade, and then it has like a little band around it that does say the name and a house. On the bottom of the fragrance you just have some of the product information, batch code, all that kind of stuff. To spray this one, you pull that tab. It's a pretty good atomizer, not great, but you know, not terrible either. Now here's my biggest gripe with this one is if you look, you can kind of see it right there. These bottles leak quite a bit. It depends, I'm sure, on your specific bottle. But when I got this guy in, I purchased it from Sam's Club and it was like bad. It was leaking really, really bad. It was all over the bottle. I don't know how much I had lost, but it was a good amount. I literally had to like give this thing a bath before I wanted to use it. But performance aside, like from the bottle, the only other thing too is that collar. Some of the paint will chip off on the chain part of the collar, so you just have to be aware of that too. But otherwise it's a good looking bottle. Atomizer is decent, does the job. So let's go ahead and talk about the fragrance itself. Well, this one is very fresh, very citrus in the opening, and obviously spicy. If it's called SpiceBomb, you'd expect it to be pretty spicy, right? Notes in this one, we have pink pepper, elemi, bergamot, grapefruit, leather, tobacco, vetiver, cinnamon, paprika, and saffron are the notes of this fragrance. Let's go ahead and talk about how the scent actually smells. So we'll go ahead and spray a few sprays on a tester real quick. Off of the tester, you're immediately met with like bergamot and that grapefruit. Those two citruses are very, very forward. The pink pepper does give a little bit of freshness and obviously spiciness because it's pepper. But it's very citrus fresh in the opening. These spices kind of take a little bit of a backseat to that really fresh and citrusy opening. However, as this one dries down and you lose a little bit of that citrus, those spices do become more present. It still has a decent amount of freshness, surprisingly, throughout the dry down. But it's really nice. I don't really pick up too much of the leather and tobacco in this one. And by I don't really, I mean, I hardly pick them up at all. Like, even if I don't even know if they're there, to be honest. I mean, they're pretty subtle if they are. But you do get quite a bit of those spices, that paprika, that saffron. The saffron, it might add a little bit of that freshness and floweriness to the fragrance, but again, it's not super like center stage as compared to the spices and the citrus in the opening. Now let's talk about off my skin. Man, that stuff is good off skin. It's really, really, really pleasant. Again, fresh, citrusy. The citrus is slightly different off of skin. To me, it's more pleasant. I actually like this quite a bit more off of skin than I do off of the tester strips. To me, it comes off not quite as fresh. The citrus is a little bit more pronounced and those spices are blended in a little bit better. It definitely caters more to the SpiceBomb name off of skin versus off of a test strip. Really, really good. And then as far as the dry down is really where this one shines in my opinion. The dry down is phenomenal in this stuff. I mean, that citrus kind of goes away because, you know, it's the opening, right? And those spices really take center stage. This stuff is just killer in the dry down. It's really sexy, seductive. I mean, this is like a perfect date night fragrance in my opinion. I mean, I don't want to give it a 10 out of 10 because I don't think it's quite that high, but I mean, at least an 8.5 to 9 out of 10 on that dry down. It is phenomenal. I really, really like how that smells in the dry down. The opening is probably like a 7 out of 10 for me. It's a little aggressive. It's not quite as smooth as SpiceBomb Extreme in my opinion, but it's still really good. It's definitely a little fresher, a little more citrusy, and that dry down just gets really, really nice and smooth and seductive and sexy. I really like how that dry down is. Overall, SpiceBomb, as far as the scent itself, I give an 8 out of 10. It's really, really nice all the way through. It just gets even better in that dry down. So yeah, an 8 out of 10 is what I would score this one. As far as projection goes, this one projects pretty well. I mean, it's an EDT, but it definitely does not, kind of play to the stereotype of an EDT. It's very strong. You got to kind of be careful with this one when you're spraying it. If you go too heavy, it could be kind of cloying and overpowering. So you have to be careful with that. As far as like sillage, it does leave a pretty good scent trail. I've had a lot of people tell me when I'm wearing this one that, when I've left a room, they could still smell it. So I've had people ask me what I'm wearing when I'm wearing this one, so it's definitely a compliment getter too. People really like how this one smells. So pricing for SpiceBomb, it's 90 milliliters for whatever reason. Viktor Rolf wanted to be weird, I guess. They didn't want to do 100 mils like everyone else. You can pick up a 90 mil of SpiceBomb off of Viktor Rolf's website for $136 US. However, online off of websites like Joma Shop or other discounters, you can typically pick up SpiceBomb for a really hefty discount as compared to MSRP. A 90 mil is about $53 as of this current shooting of this video on Joma Shop. Even then, you can get a 5 ounce for $85 on Joma Shop. I mean, you're getting an extra, 2 ounces of liquid for still $50 lower than MSRP. I mean, that's a no-brainer in my opinion. So if you really like SpiceBomb, I would definitely just go online and get a 5 ounce from Joma Shop or another discounter. Overall, in my opinion, SpiceBomb is a modern classic. This stuff has been around since 2012, but I mean, it's really, really proven its place with multiple flankers being spawned from the original success of this guy. I will probably be doing a review on some of the other SpiceBombs here in the future. Let me know if you guys want to see anything like that. Otherwise, I'll be wrapping this review up. I do recommend SpiceBomb. It's a really, really, really good, fresh, citrus, spicy fragrance. Has good longevity, smells great. It's really, really a winter and fall time fragrance, but you could definitely pull this off in the spring and maybe even in the summer if you went really light on the sprays. But this stuff is great. I really like it. It's probably an easy 8 out of 10 for me. This stuff's really, really good. If you guys like the content and you want to see anything else, let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another fragrance video.